Hi guys, Legend Vipers here, and welcome back to another video. I apologize that the lighting ain't quite right, but I should probably fix that. Give me 1 second. There we go. Better. Fixed it. Alright. But today, we are going to be looking at the Back to the Future Advent Calendar from Playmobil. Now, I want to clarify something. I reviewed this already. I reviewed it back during Christmas time for you guys, but the video ended up getting corrupted and I couldn't show it. So I've been waiting for a time to redo it, and I think now's a good time to do it because they're going to be doing another advent calendar and they've already talked about it. It's going to be coming out in a couple of weeks. I think I already have it coming in soon, but we're finally getting a part 2 version that's going to have the flux capacitor that I mentioned in a previous video. So before that comes out, I wanted to kind of go back and revisit the first advent calendar because they talked about making a part 3 advent calendar this year. So it'll have part 3 stuff. So I figured now's a good time to go back and review the prior one before the new one comes out. So first off, before any of this, we need to talk about the display bit, which the display bit is Hill Valley. So this, I have it over here, is the display that comes with it. It's made to be the Hill Valley Courthouse, and it's made out of cardboard. I have to put that out there. It's made out of cardboard, and that kind of irks me a little bit because I wish it was like a real, kind of like a plastic, not just cheap cardboard. But you have the clock tower, which has a little bit of a 3D effect to it. And on this side it says, Back to the Future Playmobil. So, I mean, all in all, it's a nice little display, but it goes in hand with something else. Looks like I spilt something. I have no clue. But this goes hand in hand with the other stuff that's in this box that I just threw on the ground. Clumsy me. But it also goes hand in hand with the previous, which is this one here. So it goes hand in hand with this. But also, just as a bonus, since I have it way back here in a box, I'm going to throw this one in here for fun. This is the 1955 box, which I believe has the same dock that is in this box. So the same dock that's on this display box is also in this here. So I'm going to throw this in for fun because why not? It's a small box. I'm probably never going to get to it, so we're just going to review it all here. That way it's out of the way. And we can move on to the bigger and better things. So let's open up this box. So the way this box was originally is it would have had your separate days because it's an advent calendar. So you would have had day 1, day 2, and so on and so forth. But they're just kind of all thrown in here now because, well, that insert is gone. So first off, the first thing I saw when I opened it up is that they give you this, which is another 3D picture of Marty and his siblings. If I can get it to kind of work for me here, there you go. So this is exactly kind of like the same thing that we got in the Dr. Collector version. Only difference is this is the Playmobil version. So you have all the siblings and they disappear. They erase from existence. So I believe the first Advent thing that came out of the box was Marty McFly with his amplifier. So this is your Marty McFly you got with this set, which I have to say, this Marty looks pretty cool. So, unlike the traditional Marty that comes with his red leather vest that we see in the other variant, I'm trying to get one of the accessories off. There we go. We get Marty in his traditional 1985 look. So we get him like this, which is Marty with his sunglasses and his jean jacket, I should say. His jean jacket with the red undershirt and everything. You had to assemble the figure, but he still has the cuffs, but he has sunglasses as a variant headpiece. I don't think this is one of them. No, this is not one of them. I thought one of them had a double-sided face. This is not one of them. But, just as a comparison, let me grab the other one, which is right here. This one's the actual DeLorean box. We'll do a little bit of compare and contrasting here. So let me open up this one, which we're going to be calling back to this anyway. Where's Marty here? There he is. This is the Marty we get with the other box here. So this is Marty from the DeLorean. this is Marty from the box set here. So you can see they're pretty much the same thing, just minus the red jacket on one of them. So they're pretty much the same thing. So that's that Marty, and he also came with his backpack. Red little backpack, which is a nice little touch that Playmobil actually gave him a little backpack that he could wear. But also, in addition to that, he also comes with this. And I believe, anything else out of the ordinary in here that I should be aware of? No. The answer is no, not yet, I should say. Not yet. So we have this here, and then we also have, was it this one? Yes. So this Marty here comes with both the huge amplifier, which is like a block almost, and on the side here it has the amps, but it also says Brown Mansion Destroyed on a newspaper clipping here. So we have Marty's giant speaker, which is just hollowed out in the back. By the way, Marty, you better not plug up to the amplifier. There's a slight possibility of an overload. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. But we have also his little guitar. Oh, God. As I drop it, pardon me, his yellow guitar. So this is obviously from the opening scene of the first film when he jams out. That's what this would fit towards because he has his sunglasses on, so he'd be jamming out and he'd get blown into the chair behind him. So yeah, cool little feature that they added that. I like that. But for the guitar, that just, oh God, I'm dropping everything here. Jesus. Dropping it all. So for the guitar, that just goes around his upper shoulder like this. His hand, if you really wanted to, you could have him hold it way up here, which is not the most likely. But the easiest way I see to get this on him is you hold up his opposite hand that he plays the guitar with, like so, and then you get that over like that, and you can kind of make it look like he's jamming out. Would there ever be a need for him to hold the upper thing? I mean, I guess yes and I guess no at the same time, because it just looks weird when he holds it way up there. But yeah, holding it way up there kind of looks like that when he's holding it, so he kind of looks like that. But I mean, kind of fits, kind of doesn't. I mean, I just don't like how his arm's way up in the air like that. I mean, I'm sure if you mess around with it a bit, you can adjust it more. I mean, I don't really want to mess with this too much, even though it's considered a toy. I really don't want to mess around with it too much. But there is that, and then there's also part of the 1955 stuff, I believe. Yeah, okay, he was holding it. He comes with the pamphlet. It says, "Save the Clock Tower." The other side says, "Love You" from Jennifer Parker again. But he can hold this, so this is obviously still part of 1985, so he has his pamphlet. Go show Doc the pamphlet for preventing him from having a big mistake. And also, with the backpack, you can put it on him, and it actually looks better when he's wearing his backpack on this particular character. Just because he doesn't have his jacket on, it looks kind of awkward, so when you put the backpack on, it gives him a little bit of flair, if you would. And also included in this set, we actually have the first iteration of Jennifer Parker herself, and she's holding her purse, and she does come with, I don't know, oh yeah, they're right here. She comes with a stack of books. Just two simple little books. You have a white one here, and you have a purple one here. Just simple little books. You know, there's not really much you could do with them. I tried to let Jennifer hold them. Jennifer can't really hold them. She can only hold the small one. That's about it. So it's just like she's coming from school carrying her textbooks, but she also has her purse that she's holding. So this is the first iteration, the first time we see a Jennifer Parker in Playmobil. I don't know if we'll get another one. Actually, I correct myself. We do get another one. The truck, the Marty's truck, which I'll review. She also comes in that one, but this was the first iteration that came out of Jennifer Parker. But I will be reviewing the truck when I get it, so that way we can kind of coast right into that one. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the 1955 stuff, minus a couple small things, which has just a simple, ordinary bench that they can sit on, which that's what that's for. And then the main priority of the set, we get Doc and Marty, but we also get the cooler versions of Doc and Marty, which these, I think, by far are some of my favorites that they did with Doc and Marty. So, Right here, let me get the camcorder. He also comes with another camcorder like the first Marty did, but we get Marty and Doc in the hazmat suits fully. So both Doc and Marty are in the hazmat suits. So we have Doc with the hoods and Marty with the hoods, and this is when they're obviously putting the plutonium in the DeLorean. They have to wear these hoods. Now these hoods do come off. They do in fact come off. However, the headpiece is designed to wear it, so they're kind of like, looks like a mushroom top almost for their hair, because they're designed for it. But it's just a simple little over cover for their heads. But Marty, not only does he come with this variant of this, he also comes included with this little pamphlet here, which is the booklet that George McFly is reading in 1985 or 1955, I should say. And he also comes with, I would never know this if I didn't look it up, but supposedly that's his Walkman. So yeah, that's his Walkman, supposedly. So that's kind of funny that they included that. Oh, what happened? Okay, it froze for a second, I think. Oh boy. But yeah, so we have that, and he also comes with the funniest little accessory. He comes with the hair dryer. Yeah, a hair dryer. Don't they have towels in the future? Look at these underpants. But yeah, there's that. I don't think it came with a hookup. Did it come with an attachment? I don't think so. The answer is no, but yeah, you have the little thing to make it seem like he's blow drying there when he was holding it on his outfit. But you also, Doc comes with this, which is the out-of-time license plate. So this is supposed to be like the one that falls out the DeLorean and spins out in Twin Pines Mall's parking lot. So that's kind of a nice little additional feature, I guess you could say. But also, included with all of this, we get this, which is the sign that says Twin Pines Mall, 1:16 a.m. But if you flip it around, it's supposed to be like the time continuum gets destroyed. So we got Lone Pine Mall, 1:34 a.m. So yeah, Twin Pines, Lone Pines. That's kind of a nice little feature that you can flip the sign and see, like, that's what it was before, that's what it is now. So that's a nice little feature that Playmobil put that in. Very well detailed. Now let's get into the 1955 stuff. So in the 1955 variant, we get another Marty, and this is more of the 1955 variant of Marty, so he comes like this. This is what he's wearing in the majority of the film in 1955 to blend in. He's got black shoes now, he has regular jeans, and he has like this over like weird jacket with that undershirt. I don't know what that undershirt was. That was a weird undershirt. But this is 1955 Marty, and he also comes with the 1955 skateboard. This one didn't have a Marty with a skateboard in this. It's only in the other one. But we have the wooden skateboard, the nice little detail. Same thing as the other one. You slide him on just like so. And then he can look like he's jetting through the streets of Hill Valley on a skateboard. And of course, you can't have Back to the Future, and you can't have a 1955 skateboard Marty unless you have this guy that comes along with and that is Biff Tannen, the main antagonist of the film. If not for him, then there wouldn't have been a Back to the Future at all, really. There wouldn't have been an argument, if you would. So we actually have a Biff, which is awesome. So this is the first iteration of Biff. This is 1955 Biff, which is going to be nice because we're getting a 2015 box that has the Gray Sports Almanac. So I could actually display this Biff with the Almanac to really set Part 2 in motion. But he's wearing the same outfit that he wears at the Enchantment Under the Sea dance. I don't know if that was intentional, but it's kind of lore-friendly because it's towards the end of the movie. But also, why is he chasing Marty in this outfit? I have no clue. And then, of course, this is where I'm talking about the whole Doc and Doc. And since we're on to Doc now from 1955, let me go ahead and open up this box here just to kind of round it up. Because honestly, it's the same. I guarantee it's the same thing. Same thing all the way around. I waited to get this one for a while. I didn't get it, and I'm kind of irked. But now that I have it, I'm going to review it right now, live unboxing here. This Doc, I think, lost a glove. Where is it? Where's his glove? Where's his glove? apparently he's missing a glove. I don't know where it is. Huh, peculiar. I don't know where it went. Unless he's wearing it, I just don't see it. No, he's... I'll find it in a minute. But we have this dock here, which is, just like I said, the exact same dock. The only difference is his trench coat's actually shorter. So this is the dock from the 1955 box here. It has the Save the Clock Tower pamphlet that says the same thing on the back. He's missing a glove. I'm going to find it in a minute. But it's the same thing as this dock, minus the fact that the trench coat is actually shorter on the 1955 box than it is in the Advent calendar. Probably done on purpose for the sake of that. And it looks like the hair is a little bit more detailed on the 1955 versus that one. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but it seems like the one in the Advent calendar is less detailed than the one from the 1955 box. Oh, there's his glove. Marty was hiding it, so there's his other glove. These things are really hard to find if you drop them. Good Lord. I think the reason why it fell off was because it wasn't snapped in all the way. But yeah, that's how it's supposed to look. It was supposed to look like that. He has both gloves on. So that's cool. That's part of that 1955. Oh, that's why it popped off. The box kind of pushes it off. For some reason, that box just doesn't like it sitting in there properly, so... I don't know. It won't sit in there right, I guess, but whatever. I'll sit it in there a way that it'll make it stay. But since we have it out, let me just show you guys 1955 Marty in tux. So we have Marty in his tuxedo with the red guitar jamming out to Johnny Be Good. So it's kind of awesome that we have a Marty with this guitar. I probably won't be taking the guitar off too much, but so far we have a Marty and a Biff from 1955, The School Dance. I'm still waiting on a Lorraine and a George. I want a Lorraine and George so bad for these Playmobil figures, because then it'll practically be the entire set. But I haven't seen that yet, so I'm kind of getting irked. I hope Playmobil releases something with George in them. Would it be something if they release another Advent calendar or a box set with Doc's car, with Marty, Biff, George, and Lorraine, and then they could have all the characters there when he's like, "Hey, you, get your damn hands off," or I think you got the wrong comic font. But yeah, I'm going to leave these guys in their box because they're a whole separate thing altogether. But anyways, back to this major review here. So we have Doc here with the gloves on, but he also has a feature. And before I get into it, they also gave us this, which says, Saturday night, Enchantment Under the Sea Dance, be there or be square. And it's a little easel that stands up that you can put at the bottom of the clock tower to display it with Biff and Marty from 1955. So that's a nice little feature with that. But the main point of this set, which is what I was really happy about when we got the DeLorean, remember how I said the hook's pointless unless you can actually display it with the hook? That's what this next thing implies. So I'm not going to set the whole thing up because I don't have a lot of room for it, but I'll bring the clock tower up here in just a second. But we get this, which is a strip of road with flame trails on it, but we have these two sides on here. And what that's for is we take this giant telephone pole, and this snaps in over here like that. And then we take this lamp post, and this snaps in over here like this. So we have a lamp post and that, like this. So you're probably thinking, okay, I think we know where this is going. You get this wire here. That plugs and clicks into this here. And it clicks into this here. So now we actually have a proper display for the DeLorean with the hook. Or even if you wanted to, let me just grab the hook. Here's the hook from the DeLorean set. You could just hang it on here like this, giving it the interpretation, since there's flame trails on the bottom already, giving it the appearance that the DeLorean has just went back to 1985, leaving a pair of fire trails and the hook left behind hanging on that hook. Just as so, which I think that's a very cool display for that. But also, we have this extra wire that runs up to this piece. And this piece just so happens to be the top of the clock tower. So let me just quickly close this real quick. I don't really want to have everything out. I had a nice display and everything to show you guys the whole thing. It looked great. It looked nice. And then, go figure, the video gets corrupted. So we gotta do it like this, which is a dumb way to do it, but this is the only way I'm gonna do it. So the way this works, and this is what kind of irks me, is with this whole schmeal, is that you're supposed to take this and you're supposed to plug it in up here on this hole that's so weak, you might as well just rip the clock tower in half, because this hole is just so weak to fit this in like that. And then when you finally get it in, you think that's it, but no, you're supposed to let it sit up there magically somehow. It's just supposed to sit up there like that. So I'm showing you in a second. So that's how it's supposed to look. The little thing on the top of the clock tower is supposed to look like this. Now, of course, the most important thing in the entire Back to the Future trilogy that they have to include, because it's part of it, is this. Which this is the signature bolt of lightning that strikes the clock tower, which happens to plug in right at the top of the clock tower to simulate the lightning strike. And like I said, this thing doesn't sit straight really, but there you go. The lightning strike on the clock tower, therefore creating the best trilogy known to man. And I still have this little thing that's supposed to be off over here. And Doc is supposed to be able to jet down the top of the clock tower, because if you look at this here on the actual thing, let me gently take this out, otherwise it's going to rip. If I take this out and look at this here, there's a little black thing here on this end. There's this little thing. And what that little thing is for is if you take Doc, let me grab Doc real quick. You take Doc, it's kind of displayed on the box cover itself. But you take your Doc here. I have it on the floor now. Take your Doc and you connect it to it like this. Now Doc can actually jet down the clock tower as if he's when he's up there at the top. So you might as well say he's doing his signature thing when he's going down to reconnect the wire. Which that's a cool little feature that they included. I mean, it's not needed, but it's definitely a cool little feature that they added to this. And with that being said, that is the advent calendar for Back to the Future, the movies, for part 1. That is it. This is it right here. So that's the entirety of the thing. Now, we do have 2 other sets coming in, as well as another advent calendar coming in, which is going to be nice to see. I've already covered the 1955 box in here. That way it was just kind of all included. And then we already looked at this, and we already looked at the DeLorean. So that just leaves... There's 3 others that we know of. I know of right now. There's Marty's truck, which I have coming in. There's the 2015 box, which has Mr. Fusion, which I'm really, really excited for. Which has Marty and Doc from 2015 with the Almanac and Griff, which is going to be nice to have. And then sometime later this year, they have Back to the Future Part 3 Advent Calendar coming out, which has interchangeable wheels for the DeLorean, as well as the thing that sits on the front of the hood to make it the Part 3 variant, which I'm super, super excited for that. I can't wait to see what Playmobil does with that. But with that being said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's been open. I know it's not exactly a fresh review, but like I said, I reviewed it before, and the thing got corrupted, so that's the best I could do. I hope you guys understand that I wanted to show it to you guys, and this is the only way how to do it, so I hope you guys still enjoyed regardless. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, go ahead and drop a like. Subscribe. We got more videos on the way soon, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Adios.